We started working with Cordis on my end last year, and we fell in love with it instantly. And we had great patient outcomes with it.
Marketta, it's so good to have you today. So first question, as always with Coffee with Cordis, how do you take your coffee?
Extremely strong with lots of caramel drizzle. I need a nice kick. Some macchiato oat milk with 4 extra shots, like anyone else.
Nice, that really gets you going, huh?
It's a need. It definitely gets me going.
That's awesome. I want to hear a little bit more about you. So tell me, what are some hobbies that you have outside of the lab?
You're not going to believe me if I tell you. Well, I am a member of Shotokan Karate and Mixed Martial Arts at Integrity Studios. I joined that with my son just to encourage more discipline and just a family workout and routine.
Okay, next question. So living in Kansas City for so long, help
Yeah.
us settle it. What is the best barbecue?
Ooh, this is tricky. Jack Stack, Gates, Arthur Bryant's, LC's. I'll just stop with those 4.
So now switching gears a little bit, can
Okay.
you tell us a little bit more about your role, how long you've been in it, and when did you start working with vascular closure devices?
Okay, so one of my roles is I am charged at Overland Park Regional Medical Center. Um, and I've been charged for going on 2 years now with Dr. Lackaretti there at Overland Park Regional, but I've been with him since 2005, give or take, kind of just a few years, nothing long. We started working with Cordis on my end last year, and we fell in love with it instantly. And we had great patient outcomes with it. So it's one of my go-tos consistently.
Oh, nice. Can you tell
Yeah.
me a little bit more about what the impact that MYNX control venous had on the lab?
Well, for starters, less lay time for the patients, right? It allows the patients to have a short rest time. We're out of room. Quick turnover. Patients can get to prep and recovery, and that time is extremely short. For those who are a little bit more challenged with body mass, they don't have to lay flat long. They're up and they're out in no time. They can go on about their day, and it doesn't impede anything with their day-to-day routine. They can just go on about it. There's no additional off time from work. They can get right back to their regular day-to-day activity.
Have you seen that help the family members as well?
Absolutely. It helps the family members because what MYNX offers is a little bit more comfort and security for the patient, right? The first thing that someone's going to think is, I'm going to bleed out the minute that they get up after a procedure, because of course we're accessing vein or artery. And so that is a fearful thing, especially for someone who's not in the field and are unaware of it. That gives reassurance. You give them a guide, a wonderful MYNX pamphlet that we all have, and it gives additional education upon the patient's departure so everyone's at ease.
Now tell me, so when you first started working with MYNX, what was your initial impression of the device?
After I got hands-on and I realized the short time of holding and the lack of oozing and additional post-bleeding, I was impressed immediately.
You were saying that you guys have a very high volume
Yes.
facility. So
Yes.
tell me about, at the end of the day, you have a lot of patients. What is that workflow? How important is it in the PACU?
Patient can get over there, post-assessments done, they draw final ACTs, check growing, patient gets up and walks. Here comes discharge. That's the difference. Patients are out quickly, and especially at the end of day after a long day. It's good for the patient who's been in PO, waiting on a procedure, and finally the procedure happens, and then you have to go to recovery. The first thought you'll have is, oh, I'm still gonna be hungry, I'm sore, and I wanna go home. Well, they get to go home with less soreness.
I understand that you have got into EP, or
Oh, honey, the reason I got into EP is deeper than that. I was a cardiology patient. My first bout with cardiology, I was 12 years old, and I saw how kind and gentle and just outward with knowledge, just for little old me as a child, the nurses, the technicians, the echo techs, the physicians took time to explain to me what was happening with me. And I felt so loved and I felt so cared for that entire process. And I had cardiac issues going all throughout my adulthood for a while, you know, and that's just what made me do it. And I joined EP in the end of 2005, and I never left. It took a hold of my soul.